This is our 1988 AP released exam, BC36, and even though this is a problem from the BC test and not the AB test, it's still one with what we cover in AB that we should be able to successfully undertake. So let R be the region between the graphs of y equals 1 and y equals sine x from x equals 0 to x equals pi over 2. The volume of the solid obtained by revolving R about the x-axis is given I, and so what we have here is when you have two functions like this, it'll be you have the y equals 1 and then the sine x, and you're going to have a washer method. It may not be readily apparent, but a washer method is going to be simply from A to B, and you're going to have your big radius squared minus your small radius squared, and it's going to be dx. And what else? Pi. Okay, times pi, and this method already puts into suspicion answer choices A and B, doesn't it? But let's go ahead and draw a sketch. Sketch is really helpful. I guess that's what raised this degree of difficulty, makes it in part an BC instead of an AB. And you have this, the graphs of y equals 1. So here we have at y equals 1, so we're just this. So we'll say that's y equals 1. And then we have the other function, y equals sine x. So we'll go ahead and we're going to go all the way to pi over 2. Y equals sine x. Well, the sine curve will have a value of 0 at the origin, and we'll kind of just top off like this and reach a maximum value. Sine of pi over 2 is going to be 1. And so what you're looking at is this area between y equals 1 and y equals sine x. And so you're revolving R, and they give you what R is, so we will say R, big R, is this 1 here, and we will say that little r is our little curve below, and we are rotating this area about the x-axis. So the setup is going to be just kind of substituting in here. Well, let me just go ahead and replace. We're going to start with our lower limit of 0. Okay, there it is. Upper limit of pi over 2. And those are consistent with all our answer choices. And we have big R, and big R we designate as y equals 1. And that's going to be big R squared, right? That's 1 squared. That's our big R squared minus little r squared. Well, little r is sine x, so little r squared is going to be sine squared x. And then we have dx. So we've just laid it out, showed what it is, identified a top and a bottom function. And so it's readily apparent by now, when I remember to put this little pi out front, that our correct answer choice is E. Good luck with this and your other calculus problems. Thanks for viewing.